Forex.com has always been known for its great commentary on currency and for currency traders, short-term and intermediate term. Our guest today is Dan Wang, one of the commentators on their site. So Dan, talk about the analysis your team does.
Well, for myself, first off, what I do is I focus on correlations on a weekly basis. So I publish a weekly correlations corner, which takes into consideration and pretty much puts out a matrix for correlation coefficients between currencies and other major asset classes. That way, currency traders can keep an eye on what relationships are converging and diverging.
All right, is it like metals and gold, that sort of thing?
Right, we do take a look at metals and gold, as well as crude oil prices. But typically what we're also looking at are between the S&P as well, as we're seeing cyclical highs between cross-asset correlations at this time.
All right, let's talk about the rest of 2011 into 2012. What are your thoughts here on the euro, maybe the dollar as well?
We think there is some risk for the euro to head higher. I think positioning still is pretty heavy on the short side. So what we could see is the euro try to make a move towards 138.50, 139. But I think ultimately the eurozone does need to restructure. I think the fundamentals will start to play out again, and we could see the euro start moving lower towards 130, possibly even towards 125.
So how much weight do you put on all the news we hear from Europe? I mean, we're all already again hearing about the euro is going to break up, eurozone is going to break up. I mean, what's the weighting, would you say, normally for that kind of news and the technical chart?
I think as traders, we need to try to funnel out some of that noise from the headlines. So as traders try to focus on the tape, what the price action is showing us, and the longer term fundamentals, what's really disrupting the eurozone at this point. If it was really just a matter of Greece, I think the euro should be higher at this point, but it's not. It's really a structural issue, and I think into 2012, we're going to see that start to play out a little bit more.
Are there any other currency pairs outside of the euro USD maybe that you'd play Europe with and try to make some profit there?
I think the sterling is a good currency pair to look at this point. The UK is probably going to have to take on further asset purchases next year. And in terms of U.S. data, we're starting to see U.S. data improve. The Fed, interest rates are not going lower. So there is a bit of a divergence between rates as well. So I think the sterling is another pair that could see further downside.
Dan, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You're watching the MoneyShow.com video network.